Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning everyone. Before we start our class today, let us recite doa before study. Today I want Adam Ahmad lead the doa recitation.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. اللهم افتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا من خزائن رحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي آمين يا رب العالمين آمين.
Amin. Alhamdulillah. Okay, we are going to do revision today on topic energy. Let's watch this video. About the transformation of energy.
Michael and Jeff are in the living room at home. Jeff is getting bored and suggests that they watch cartoons. Michael then grabs the remote control to turn on the television. However, nothing happens when he presses the button on the remote control. What's wrong with the television? Michael checks the back of the television, and sure enough, he finds that the power cord is not plugged into the power socket. As Michael plugs in the television, it comes alive with picture and sound. With the television changing the electrical energy supplied by the power socket into light and sound, the boys can finally enjoy the cartoons. This example shows energy transformation, or the change of energy from one form into another. There are many other examples of energy transformation in our daily life. For example, the chemical energy from the food we eat is stored in our body. When we walk, run, or exercise, the chemical energy in our body is changed into kinetic energy. A falling object is another example. When an object is at a higher position, such as an apple on the tree, it has more potential energy. As the object falls, its potential energy changes into kinetic energy. When the object hits the ground and makes a sound, the kinetic energy is changed into sound energy. When we burn fuel or light up a candle, the chemical energy stored inside the fuel or candle is changed into heat and light energy. When we turn on a lamp, electrical energy is also changed into heat and light energy by the hot glowing bulb. Energy also changes its form in small electrical devices such as a torchlight. In a torchlight, a battery is connected to a bulb in an electrical circuit. When the switch is closed, the chemical energy stored in the battery is first changed into electrical energy. The electrical energy flowing in the circuit is then changed into heat and light energy by the bulb. Many other electrical appliances also change electrical energy into another form of energy that we can use. A radio changes electrical energy into sound energy. An electrical fan changes electrical energy into the kinetic energy of the rotating blades.
Okay. That's it about transformation of energy. Okay. So energy cannot be created nor can be destroyed. And energy can change its form from one form to another. Okay, and any energy, energy can transform from one form to another, but still carry same amount of energy. Okay, but if it lose to surrounding, it release heat energy. So there are several examples as shown in the video about the transformation of energy. So let's get started. Let's see this slide for revision today. Okay, sources of energy. This is revision, so I will repeat from the first subtopic until the last subtopic. Okay, there are several sources of energy as you can see from the picture here. Wait. Okay, I present the slide. I afraid if I'm not present the slide. Okay, so the first one, from the sun, from the food, from the wind, from the water, from the this one we call is what? Coal, from the battery, from the nuclear, and from the wave. Okay, so these sources of energy supply different types of different forms of energy. Let's move to forms of energy. You don't get confused. Yes.
How about biomass and
Biomass, I cannot find any picture related. Okay, not a free
isn't
picture.
it like trees and
Yes, but this one from slide Google slide, I cannot find a free copyright picture. That's why I don't put this one. Okay, so another one, sources of energy here should be biomass. Yes, copyright picture. Okay. Next, we move to no. I try to find free copyright, not I copyright. Okay. Various forms of energy. First one, solar. When you heard about solar, obviously it comes from sun. Okay. So energy from sun will provide light energy and heat energy. Okay, as well as electricity. Okay. Remember nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion comes from solar energy to generate electricity. Okay, next, number 2, heat energy. Heat energy, the function is to provide us with warmth and causes objects to become hot. Okay, so that's the function of heat energy. Nuclear energy originates from nuclear, such as uranium. Okay, you need to mine uranium so that you can produce it into nuclear energy. Okay, through nuclear fission. Okay, chemical energy. Okay, so several sources of chemical energy comes from your own food you eat, fossil fuel, biomass, and battery as well. Okay, so these objects consist of chemical energy in it. Okay, we move to light energy. Light energy must obtain from electrical energy, from solar, and from chemical as well. Potential energy.
Isn't chemical energy stored energy or no?
Yes.
Oh.
Chemical energy is stored energy in object like candle. Candle is made of wax. So when you light up the candle, so the chemical energy inside the candle too will produce light and heat energy. It is stored energy. Okay. Potential energy is object and possessed by an object. There is lie at high position or being stretched or compressed. Stretched like rubber band, compressed like spring. And any object at high position like apple before it falling down and hit the ground, a roller coaster or ball. Okay, so these objects possess potential energy. It's not stable and lost connection. That's why you cannot hear me and I leave the class suddenly. Sorry. Okay, continue. Okay, transformation of energy. So this is law of conservation of energy. Energy can be transformed from one form to another but carry the same amount of energy. And some of the energies are lost as heat energy. Alright, one example that you can see in your daily life, okay, might be from your house, they have solar panel on the roof. What is the function of solar panel? to absorb heat energy, from solar. That's why we call as solar panel. Okay, so later this solar energy absorbed by solar panel will transform. The keywords here you can use transform, convert, okay, to electrical energy. Okay, so this is the explanation. Solar panel absorb solar energy from the sun and transforming it to electrical energy. Electrical energy then will convert into heat energy to heat up your water heater. Okay. Moving car. Okay. Lagging. Okay. Okay, if lagging, please tell me of lost connection, please tell me. Okay. Now continue. Moving car. Okay, chemical energy from petrol you fill up in your car will transform into heat energy. And this kinetic.
Teacher, you are lagging. Teacher, you are lagging, teacher. Teacher, you are lagging. Teacher, hello? I'm not hearing your voice, teacher. You are lagging, teacher.
Teacher,
Teacher, change your Wi-Fi. Your Wi-Fi is so lagging, teacher. Hello, teacher. Oh, there's teacher.
teacher.
Wait.
Oh,
Still lagging? Can you hear me? Lagging or what?
Yeah, we can hear you. But sometimes your voice can be lagging.
Sometimes yes,
Sometimes
sometimes
lagging.
no.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, sometimes it's like that. No, it's sometimes like
Okay.
that when teacher talks, it just
Uh-huh.
suddenly be quiet.
Oh, quiet. Okay, so which part yang I stop? Until which part? Moving car?
The car, moving car.
Moving car. Okay. So this one So I continue The chemical energy stored in fuels is transformed into heat in the car engine, and the heat energy is used to move the mechanical parts of the car so that the car can move. Okay. Next, move to another example, ceiling fan. Right? Electrical energy, you need to turn on first the switch and it changed to kinetic energy. This one, why I put plus, it happened at the same time. Kinetic energy together with sound energy. Okay.
Why you have sound energy, sir?
The fan can produce sound. That's why I put sound energy.
Because of the wind is like making
The blade itself, the blade rotates then later it produce sound.
because of it's making wind.
Okay, so this is the explanation. Electrical energy is transformed into kinetic energy. Okay, kinetic energy cause the blades. Okay, the blade cause the fan to move and produce sound. If the fan produce sound, then only you know the fan is functioning. Okay, next, burning candle or burning oil lamp. Okay, same thing. So from chemical energy, it changed to heat energy as well as light energy. The chemical energy from the candle is transformed to heat energy. Heat energy is used to light up the candle and later it produce light. If oil lamp, we fill up with gasoline. So you can see like this, the chemical energy from the oil lamp, from the gasoline is transformed to heat energy. The heat energy is used to light up the oil lamp and produce light. Okay, that's how energy transformed through this lamp. Okay, the same thing for torchlight, but you change to the chemical energy comes from battery. This is moving bicycle. How? Yes.
you said if with candle also chemical energy, with torchlight also chemical energy.
Yes, chemical energy from the battery. Inside the battery, there consists of chemical. That's why
So-
when you put the battery inside any electronic appliance or electronic device kan, it can be function due to the chemical stock.
So the chemical in the battery is like minyak tu je.
Not minyak actually, it's liquid je. But that one is not hazard lah. If you want to dispose battery, you cannot burn easily. You cannot just burn lah because it can cause danger. Yes, Ifan, what's your question just now?
So for torchlight chemical energy to electrical energy to
And
heat plus sun energy. Heat
to
plus
light plus
heat
yes.
energy.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now we move to cycling. Okay, how you can cycle your bicycle? How can you move bicycle? Okay, obviously from your chemical energy from your food. Okay, you need your chemical energy from your food. Your food will burn up and produce energy, and later it transform to kinetic energy. Okay, kinetic energy here, how you to explain the kinetic energy? Okay, the kinetic energy stored in food is used and transformed to kinetic energy. The kinetic energy is used to move. When you cycle, you start to cycle, then chemical energy is transformed to kinetic energy. That's how you move the bicycle. Okay? Alright, so this is from previous lesson, the differences between potential and kinetic energy, because last time still have problem to differentiate between these two energies. Okay, potential energy is energy due to position. If you put object at high position, you can say that object consists of possess of potential energy. But once it moves, it changes to kinetic energy. That's why here we say energy due to motion. Depends on distance from the ground. The highest the distance from the ground, so the largest the potential energy. Yes, Akil?
How about for example a stretched rubber band?
Okay, stretch. Stretch rubber band. Okay, before you stretch, it possess potential energy. But once, that one when you not kinetic that one we call as elastic energy, another type of energy. That one you don't learn lah during primary school.
Elastic energy.
Yes. Spring and rubber band is different. They transform to another type of energy. That one you don't learn now. You will learn during secondary school.
Sure, how many energy are there in the world?
How to say ada several lagi lah. Still have several types of energy. That one we continue learn during secondary school.
Wow.
Okay. This one just we say basic energy you need to know. For rubber band and spring, they transform to another types of energy. Okay. Alright. So continue. So for kinetic energy, it depends on speed. Okay, the highest the speed and the largest the kinetic energy. That's why if you running, the kinetic energy is high. But if you move slow or you just walking, the kinetic energy is still there but is low. Okay. Okay, so this is the example when you throw ball to pin when you play bowling. So this one possess potential energy from the ball and later it move kinetic energy and it can make it the pin fell down. Okay, so this one for roller coaster. Once the roller coaster move until this top, it possess high potential energy. Once it goes down, it transforms to kinetic energy. The same thing for archery. Okay? Chemical energy stored in substances, for example, food and fuels. Usually these substances, usually not all, the substances are burned to obtain energy. Okay, this one I said for food and fuel. That's why I said usually. Okay, for some energy, usually it burns.
Teacher.
Petrol,
On.
and this one is oil lamp. No need to explain detail about the oil lamp. Okay, last subtopic about renewable.
Teacher. Teacher. Wala na
We call as
Teacher.
Teacher.
Teacher Africa.
yes.
Lagi.
We can't hear
anything. Lagi.
Can't hear you.
Huh?
We cannot hear.
Oh, you cannot hear me. Okay, until which part you cannot hear me?
The part where you say subtopic.
Oh, subtopic. Okay, again we move to renewable and non-renewable energy. Okay, energy that can be replaced with a new energy we call as renewable. But for energy that can be replaced once it used up, we call as non-renewable energy. Okay, so this is the differences between renewable and non-renewable energy. Look here, renewable first can be replaced within short time, like water cycle. Okay, so water cycle, it happens very quickly to replace the water. Every day we use water, water from the dam. Okay, so due to the water cycle, so the water can be replaced very fast and does not cause pollution and continuous supply. Okay, but for non-renewable energy, cannot be replaced if used up and causes pollution and global warming due to burning. You need to burn, for example, coal, fossil fuel, you need to burn it to produce the energy. For petroleum as well, so that's why it causes pollution and it is limited resources. And here the example. Why lagging again?
Why non-renewable energy cannot be replenished?
Cannot be replenished. Renewable.
Non-renewable.
Non-renewable cannot be
replenished about.
Due to this one, limited resources. You only use the same resource for over and over. That's why once the resources is used up, so there is no replacement for that kind of energy.
Bukan ada tu replacement.
They want alternative. Not as replacement, but they want is alternative. Alternative energy. For petroleum petroleum, we need petroleum to produce petrol, to produce diesel, to produce natural gas. There are a lot of function of petroleum. Okay, so petroleum actually it will burn into different temperature. Okay, so it will burn during that burning process too. Different temperature will produce different end product. Okay, natural gas will come out at which temperature? Petrol at which temperature? Diesel at which temperature? Okay, so yes, I know we produce our own petroleum, but once all the resources used up, there is no more petroleum. We cannot replace. Okay, we need to dig new petroleum to produce more. Okay. So these are example of renewable energy and non-renewable energy. Look here, water, biomass, solar, wind is kind of renewable energy. But for non-renewable energy, natural gas, nuclear substances, this one, why nuclear substances is included under non-renewable? Because you need to mine. mining process to get the nuclear and petroleum and coal. So the conclusion is use your energy wisely. Okay, that's why now they have alternative energy, so that we not only depend on one type of energy. If these resources is used up, then we still have another alternative energy. That's why you need to do research again and again, so that you can have a new alternative resources. Yes.
Alternative resources to renewable energy.
Yes, renewable. Okay.
Oh.
I think before that I already told you. This is from my colleagues lah. Before this kan, I work in lab. So my colleague, their project for master, they work on how to produce biodiesel. You know how they produce biodiesel? From the used cooking oil. Cooking oil we cannot use more than 2 or 3 times kan. Okay, you need to replace with a new one. Okay, what happen is they collect all the use of cooking oil. So later they need to distill. The process is we call as distillation. That one you no need to know. Just I tell you the story. Distillation to produce. They need to add something lah to produce a new thing, a new product we call as biodiesel. But use cooking oil. And another project to produce biodiesel ni, they use waste from pokok kelapa sawit. After they collect all the pokok kelapa sawit ni, because when you collect the buah kelapa sawit tu, later what happen is the pelepah and the daun you just throw it. So this scientist ni, their project, they collect all the pelepah and they do fermentation to produce a new product we call as biodiesel. Biodiesel can be used for tractor, for lorry, for pickup, and so on. Okay, so that's the how scientists try to find out alternative to replace, not only to depend on diesel from petroleum. Okay, that's why I said use energy wisely. Remember I show you video before how actually energy transport to us, to our household. It took several steps. So if you understand about the energy, that's all for our live streaming. You may go to your seesaw to complete your exercise, everyone.